Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Batman Catwoman, The Gotham War Battle Lines #1. This is a new book from DC Comics, the kickoff to a crossover between the Batman and Catwoman books. But let's take a look at the creative teams before we get into this. This is written by Chip Zdarsky and Tini Howard, with pencils by Mike Hawthorne, inks by Adriano, Benedetto, and Romulo Fajardo Jr. on colors. The Bat Cat War starts here. Crime is down in Gotham City. Could that be a bad thing? A coordinated effort in Gotham has led to a reduction in violent crime, but at what cost? Villains scatter as their lives begin to crumble under a new regime, and as Batman recovers from his epic battle through the multiverse and the horrors of night terrors, one name runs through his mind. One name at the heart of this new, safer Gotham: Catwoman. A conflict that has been brewing for well over a year finally hits the streets and will fracture the Bat family as war erupts. This is from best-selling writers uh, Chip Zdarsky, Tini Howard, and I already went through this credits, but this is the opening shot in the Gotham War. So one caveat I will tell you, I recommend reading the last Night Terrors Night's End, the conclusion to that event. If you're reading that, I would recommend reading that before this book. You don't have to, but it doesn't have any spoilers except for like the Batman part of that event. So if you don't want, if you don't want any spoilers for that, I would recommend to read that first and then read this. But this is a must-read book. Multiple reasons. First of all, we have an stellar team behind the pages, right? I think this confrontation between Batman and Catwoman has definitely been hinted at multiple times throughout all the books, everything that's been going on. I think that it's been a really subtle approach to telling that story, but it's definitely there. I think also the concept is very fun. We have a new approach to reducing crime in Gotham that it's not fully above board, like it's not fully like by the book, but it's still very interesting. And I think anytime you pit Catwoman versus Batman, especially because of their long relationship and all the issues they've had and they shared, and everything that's been going on with them in the past few years or even decades, it's a really interesting conflict that arises. Also, Mike Hawthorne, you saw his art in a previous era, in a previous arc in the Batman book, and he's back, and it's a great. I think he's a great artist to capture this feeling of like the underground of Gotham in a more serious tone. So really enjoyed that. So let's take a look at some preview art so you can see what I'm talking about. We start here with just a random henchman he's worked for the Riddler, Freeze, Professor Pig. It doesn't matter who they work for, like their lives suck. Like all these henchmen, like their lives suck. And that's really captured here in these first couple of pages, right? How tough it is. But it looks like there may be a brighter future, or at least a better option for the henchmen around Gotham. Then we move on to kind of catch up with what Batman's doing, in case you hadn't been reading. So as I mentioned, we get a quick glimpse of the night terror stuff, but it doesn't really spoil anything. It just kind of tells you kind of what happened on the Batman side. And then we get Surinor Batman, who has been also in the background of this whole story ever since Zdarsky took over the book. So all these ideas are coming together, and I think it's going to be really, really fun. And I'm really excited to see what happens next. I've been reading both books, and it's just been pretty exciting to see the characters grow and develop and evolve on their own. And now they kind of come back clashing together, right? Because they were up until the end of Tom King's run, like they were pretty much together in a lot of the stuff they were doing, pretty much aligned in the future of Gotham. But then stuff happened with with Tinian's run with the Fear State, and they've been through a lot of stuff in the past few months and even years. So seeing Catwoman go up against Batman, how does the Bat family react to what's going on? Having to maybe go against what Batman's wishing to do. Batman, I feel he has a very binary view on crime, whereas it looks like we may be taking a more nuanced approach in this book. So really interesting stuff. I love to see the Bat family also get together, so stay tuned for that. I don't know exactly what all books this will cross over, but follow along on the channel. We'll definitely talk more about the Gotham War as it unfolds in the next couple of weeks and months. So if you have read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.